Tu gran amigo y anfitrión de DJs BrewTube. Y hoy, mi amigo, ¿quién eres tú?
Estoy.
Sí.
Johnny.
Johnny. Nos vamos a criticar.
Not Wani.
No, not Juani?
No.
No?
Or Wani. Johnny.
Oh, they probably want English now and stuff.
Nah.
No? We could do it all Spanish?
Porque es is the American stereotype Cinco de Mayo, Mexican Independence Day.
Well,
Right?
I think Batalla de Pueblo or something, wasn't it?
No. Because we're speaking to American audience, it's Mexican
Oh.
Independence Day. Viva Mexico!
That's right. So,
To those that are Mexican, we know what the day is really.
yes. So, in honor of that, we're going to, and because we like to drink, let's face it, because we got a whole house load of Mexican brethren upstairs, it's time to drink some mezcal. That's right. Tequila's maligned and misunderstood, I guess cousin, or actually predecessor to tequila. So,
Well, you got to understand the lightning bolt came from the sky,
yes,
struck the agave plant, and that formed tequila.
exactly. It was magic from heaven. But remember, here's the difference. If you're not into mezcal yet, mezcal, they can use pretty much any agave out there. This one happens to be Espadin, which is the most popular. And the other big difference is most mezcals, the majority of them are a more artisanal type creation. And Johnny's going to tell you about the roasting of them and stuff like that. We pre-poured so it'll open up. But mezcals, if you're buying it with a worm in the bottom, odds are that's a gimmick type thing, or a freaking scorpion or some other dead creature. I would just walk by that one. It's no matter what they say, it's going to put an off flavor in it and give you a big ass headache because a lot of that stuff's of low quality. But this is not that product. So, Johnny, tell them about what factory it came from.
Okay, it's Faustino Garcia
Velasquez.
Velasquez. You didn't write it too well.
Yeah, and
basically San
Balthazar
Chichicapa, Oaxaca, Mexico.
So that's the town and the name.
Yeah, so wherever del Maguey, whatever, makes their mezcal or gets their product from, they name it after the town. So Chichicapa is where they got this agave from. So it is a mezcal. It's limited. We've got the Mague is Espadin, which is about 7 to 8 years old when it's taken, cut. The milling is on stone wheel and ass or horse, if you want to really get down to it.
And it's actually a horse or a donkey that pulls it around, and they call it a tajona wheel.
Yeah. And the still, copper pot, and the roast is in a conical pit with, what the freak?
With
wall fire?
Huh? Wood fire.
Wood fire.
Wood fire.
For 4 to 5 days it's roasted.
Penmanship wasn't my strong suit.
No.
And they use well water from the area.
Yeah, and it's so you can safe to drink. Small batch, unblended, just straight single, what they call single mezcal. So 46% ABV, 92 proof, age not available, price $50 to $70 if you can find it.
Now, I got this in Mexico. How do you know that? One, it's got the X through the pregnant chick on the back and the car and the age 18, because if you're less than that or meet one of those X factors, you're not supposed to be drinking this. And they have our lovely tax sticker and hologram on the side. So this came right from Mexico. I got this down in Merida when I went to the Yucatan, and this didn't cost me $50 there because our friend exchange rate helps us out.
Correct.
So, the appearance, it looks like water.
Water. Well, water.
It's clear. There's no tint to it at all, but when you swirl it, boy, do you get alcohol legs tearing down the inside of the snifter. I mean, like crazy big. Now, we're talking about this all comes from Chichicapa. This is artisanal fluid that you're seeing in front of you. This isn't some mass-produced junk. This is one batch, one at a time. This is batch Chi, C-H-I, number 175. So, we talk about the appearance because it's clear and alcohol legs. That's all there is to it, guys, here. If you don't believe me, it looks like water, fire water that is, in the glass. Let's smell it. Diving in for the aroma. Man, if you didn't know what this is, you may think you're smelling some Isla whiskey in front of you. because it's got a big smoky aroma that comes out. After that, there's a lovely fruitiness. I get citrus.
I get mint, but I get when the fresh rain comes through, you get that smell of the rain in the air.
Yeah, and that like wet herbs, like wet vegetation around.
It's kind of like you're smelling a gin as well.
Yep. There's a little bit of salinity in there. Now, there's no adjunct in this besides the roasting.
Yep.
When they roast the piñas in that manner in the conical pit, they get a deep, deep roast to them, and it's more of a dry roast. When a lot of tequilas these days are done in autoclaves or steam ovens. Not all of them, but a lot of them are, and that definitely affects the taste of the product when it comes out, because the alcohol is the distillate that you create after you ferment it, you get your pulque, right? That you distill.
Minty fresh.
It is. There's a lot of layers of aroma in this. You look at this clear spirit and think it's just going to smell like booze. It's not phenolic boozy at all. I mean, you get a waft of spirit, but I get like a salinity in there too, like a briny aroma.
I get that.
It just really smells fresh and crisp.
Yep.
Wow.
It's like clean cotton. Fresh rain.
I mean, it really is. But it's in a glass, and
yes.
I think it needs to go down my neck now. Salud. Wow. Now, when you pour it down your chest, you know it's 46% because you get a nice warming in the chest. I don't get like alcohol burny in my mouth or anything, but you get a nice punch of smoke coming right out of it, just like when you drink Islay whiskey. It's not peaty, it's more like campfire-y kind of meaty smoke to me.
I wouldn't call it peaty, but there is something. I see what you're saying by campfire, but something else to that. Maybe it's the Maguey.
Like if you've been out camping, you get that. But wow, there's actually a nice sweetness to it as well. Way sweeter. The aroma doesn't hint at the sweetness that's in there. I get the citrus on the back of the palate. It's got a rather dry finish. Goes down quite smooth, even though it's a 92 proof spirit.
I mean, it's just got a clean palate.
Yes.
I mean, not saying anything bad about it. It's like drinking water that's spiced up. You get the smoke, you get spice, you get the citrus notes.
You get those herbal kind of notes.
Yep. I mean, it's just, and you can see what we're doing. We haven't got a shot glass. Right. I don't have lime. I don't have salt.
No.
We're not doing this like tequila, anything like that. This is sipping. You sip this shit.
Remember what the most expensive spirit in the world to produce is. It's tequila or mezcal. Why? Because it takes so long, 7 to 8 years, to grow one piña, or to get the piña from a mezcal, or like a Weber Blue Agave if you're making tequila. Also, on the side of the bottle, it says something important. One, it says, saborear, no golpe. Golpe, which means enjoy it, like saborear, like savor it. Don't gulp it, right? Also, it says, para todo mal, mezcal. Y para todo bien, también. So for everything good and everything bad, you've got mezcal.
Yes.
Which is true.
The last mezcal that I had was in a 2-liter bottle with masking tape on it and said mezcal. But that was in Mexico, so.
That's Mexican moonshine right there. Whew. This, you can tell the guy who's distilling this in the little itty-bitty town really, really knows his stuff.
Time.
And each batch is a little bit different because it's all organic. The product that they bring in from the fields, it changes every single time. So let's get a little bit of water in it. Let's see. I'm using distilled water today. I don't think you need a whole lot to open this, since it hasn't been aged or anything. But a couple squirts from the eyedropper here. See what we get if it opens up more.
I think it actually cuts back on the herbal flavors, opens up the smoke a little bit more.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. And you can smell the sweetness a little more now. Like you couldn't smell the sweetness much because those grassy, sort of rainy herbal notes were on top of that. Now, I'm getting a little more of the citric notes now too.
I'm picking up a lot of lemon and lemon notes in there. Lime.
It smells savory, right? Like because of the smoke and the lime.
I wouldn't call it savory, because to me I see savory as salty. It's something.
Because I get a little brine in there too. But like if I'm eating a meal in Mexico, like with a lot of lime and herbs and everything in it, I could really see having this with something like that. Maybe like barbacoa.
Pork tacos. Yeah.
Yeah, something fatty and rich, cutting it with this.
Barbacoa, borrego.
It smells lovely. I mean, it's got it's still, the smoke's still there. It raises it up when you drop the water in, which is odd. It's usually like the counter effect on that, on smoky distillates. But wow, almost getting like a little caramel now too.
I'm not finding.
Maybe that's
yet.
the sweetness I'm getting.
Oh, let's try it again.
Salud. Wow. With a little water, it goes down really smooth.
I mean, it takes the bite out of your tongue.
Wow.
You still get the warming on the back, but it brings out the smoke even more in your mouth.
Yep.
That herbalness fades.
It's still crisp. It's still fresh.
It's still fresh. Still clean.
The finish is crazy dry too.
I mean, it's.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
This is top flight liquor right here. So we're gonna kick back and drink this. So let's freaking grade it. Now on this scale, there's nothing else that we are compared to, so we're just gonna grade it. Go ahead, Johnny.
So I love my tequilas, and trust me, mezcal, I haven't gotten much into it, but I mean, as pairing this up with, thinking about scotches or gins or anything like that, I mean, the flavors, the smoothness, and all that are there. I mean, it's a complex note of different flavors, aromas, a little bit of the warming, but a nice smooth, spiciness when you add the water, smoothness to it. To me, this is an A spirit for me.
It's top flight.
Yeah.
It's almost like Isla whiskey that's been unaged, right? Like a White Dog from Isla whiskey, and gin had a baby.
Yeah. There you go.
This is what they came up with. This is what came out of that love child, right? I'm gonna go 96. I think it's high level A stuff. I would buy another bottle of this without hesitation. Next time I go down to Mexico, I'm buying another bottle.
So an A for me would be about 95 then.
Yep. Really super tasty spirit. Like it says on the side of the bottle, savor it, don't gulp it, because this is the real deal stuff. Super tasty, very, very well made product. Yeah, it's a little more expensive here in the States if you can't get it down in Mexico. It's good stuff.
That was like, the citrus note just boom. I mean, it's like, it went from a smokiness to a smoky orange. I mean, it was just, or grapefruit, has a kind of the orange zest, grapefruit zest in there. Wow. It just has on the back
bright flavors, and each sip it like changes a little.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're gonna kick it and
kick the bottle.
Do some yeah, that'll be.
The next DJs BrewTube will be on the broadcasting from the floor.
Yeah, they'll just take pictures of us passed out. So, anywho, till the next DJs BrewTube, you gotta do us a big favor: think globally, drink locally, support the craft spirit movement. This is 100% out of one itty bitty village in Oaxaca. Craft
house,
spirits,
pretty much.
Basically their backyard.
He's closed today, and it's a Saturday.
That's right, Faustino
de Mayo.
He's like, yeah, forget it, homeboy. I'm drinking some freaking mezcal today. So, to the next DJs BrewTube, if you could do us a big favor, and also consider maybe rating, commenting, subscribing, and getting down to it, and smashing that like button, because that definitely, along with only,
you'll get smashed.
Yes, with one snifter of this, will definitely put your big ass happy face on. So the next DJs BrewTube, we got nothing but a hell of a bunch of del Mague Chichicapa, drinking love for you. And you know what's coming. That's right, a big